At the very core of your existence, buried deep within the confines of your consciousness, is an intimate, innate, and complex bond to the realm of magic. Okay, bet. The occult. Okay, let's read occult and science. Okay. Let's read these books. Okay. Make sure it's read. The occult and mystical divine practices that are deeply suited and embedded in into every fiber, being and crevice of your beautiful monstrous soul. This divine connection is often shrouded to many and goes unnoticed in the day-to-day activities of their lives, remaining hidden beneath the countless layers and routines, traditions and practical daily practices, while simultaneously being written off as just basic or nothing too special. You feel me? Reading this book, you feel me? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Occult symbolism, man. Tap in. Alright, okay. Let me get that on the screen. Okay. Okay. Upon further research of this topic, what I came to discover is that when we take a deeper look into the etymological roots of the word spirit, we uncover and trace the words back, or words original origin back to an ancient Latin term called spiritus. The word spiritus is a term that simply denotes or means breath. Okay. This newfound discovery indicated to me that spirituality is not an external acquisition or something that we must acquire, but is an innate attribute and the very substance of a gift we were born with. This discovery alone confirmed to me the idea that our everyday behaviors and lives carry a spiritual weight or significance far beyond what we were led and taught to believe. While it may be common for the average person's mind to leap to grotesque images with otherworldly ceremonies equipped with flickering candles, crazy dances, or even blood work when discussing the topic of spirituality, I believe it is crucial also to recognize that the essence of magic can be found as well within things that are seemingly mundane, ordinary, or regular. Okay, in essence, a spell or ritual is simply just a stated desire or action that is reinforced and fortified with willpower while constantly being imbued with energy. So in this world we live in, but they make it seem like magic and stuff like that is a bad force. Magic is not really a bad negative thing. It's all about the intent you do it with. You feel me? So that's what he is implying in this. Like when they talk about when you see things like candles and stuff like that, candles and objects when you're doing magic, or like how they show on TV shows, but all they trying to do is scare you away from your true power. Because when you do stuff like that, bro, you can actually manifest. You feel me? Like I done manifested money that way, all type of stuff. When you get candles, get the right music playing, you getting the right energy. When you do certain things to bring about certain energy, like a ritual, it's not really a negative thing that the government wants to seem. We want that to seem like it's negative, but in reality, this is what our ancient ancestors used to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what he that's the stuff he's talking about in this book. What it is with energy and magic. Magic is just your intent, and you basically, you know what I'm saying, trying to get something done, what you're trying to manifest. So yeah, so that's what he's talking about on there. Okay, this means the foundational principle of all spells and rituals lies within the performance of actions that are deliberate, precise intentions, and include consistent, patterned ways. As stated before, this could even include the most unassuming and ordinary of habits or routines. Okay, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. basically occult science. I can't say the N word, bro. They're gonna block me off. Take, for instance, the act of brushing your teeth and getting fresh, the alchemical art form of taking groceries and turning them into a good meal, the countless immersive creative worlds you can indulge in while reading or watching TV, the liberating and expressive art form of dancing, the creative process and vibes you catch while making or listening to music, or the contemplative visual practice of dance or of drawing. All of these are direct connections to your inner childlike energy, and each of these activities, when engaged with presence and purpose, can become a conduit for spiritual expression and growth. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts, man. Anything you do, man, you gotta tap into your inner child. Like, and this where we live in, they want you to grow up. Let me be the first to say, bro, you don't want to grow up. Growing up is a trap. Like, I mean, when you think about it, we all want to grow up as a kid. Like, of course, you want to take care of yourself, do for yourself and stuff like that. But they want you to be serious all the time, go to work. But that is a trap. Like, that's what we gotta. That's what we gotta realize, man. Growing up, the term growing up, being mature in certain aspects is a trap. Like, it's all about making you run away from your inner child, your free spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. So that's why you want to stay a kid, or make sure you keep the aspect of yourself. You don't want to be like these, man. You don't want to be depressed out here. When I expounded even further upon this idea, my mind instantly made a sudden connection to the wax on, wax off scene in the 1984 movie The Karate Kid. Hey, I remember that movie, Karate Kid. Even though this movie came out 2 decades before I was born, I still watched it and enjoyed the many lessons it taught. The reason I've chosen that scene in particular is because the protagonist, Daniel LaRusso, got upset because he was exhausted from doing waxing chores and felt like the teacher, Mr. Miyagi, wasn't teaching him martial arts and was strictly just using him to do all chores. But truthfully, in actuality, Daniel was doing all karate all along without even being aware of it. Martial arts is a way of life. Like, that's one thing you gotta realize. Martial arts is not just a fighting style. It's a way of life. Like, everything you do is martial arts. It's an art. Life is an art. So in life, man, you gotta master this art. Like, martial art is a way of life. It's and everything you do, when you breathe, when you walk, you talk, everything. Martial arts is a way of life. Okay, so our journey through life also includes moments of us crossing through metaphysical portals. These gateways serve as connections between different realms, dimensions, and environments. And in the forthcoming chapter titled Occult Symbolism 2, I intend to dive even further into this particular concept. By grasping this idea, it allows us to appreciate the omnipresent spirituality that infuses our very existence. The term spirit could also be perceived as a supernatural power inside rising in tribulations, a force that animates us during times of challenge and change, reminding us that within each breath, each routine, each crossing, there lies an opportunity for spiritual awakening and transformation. That's deep. Basically, man, that was a deep read for sure. You know, best part about this is the martial arts part. Everything we do is martial arts. When you realize everything you do is an art, and it's and you should have intent with everything you do, man, you realize how important you gotta treat your life, man. It's a dark world we live in. Hold on a second. It's a dark world we live in, bro. That's why you gotta be careful. You don't lose your soul.